Here's a fact about New York City that you definitely don't know. Well, have you ever wondered why so many brownstones in New York City have those super high stoops? Here's a good example of one in the West Village. So it all started with the Dutch. When they colonized New York City during the 1600s, they brought their architectural styles with them. So back in Holland, their homes had high stoops like this to prevent against flooding because most of the country falls below sea level. So if any of the waterways in Holland flooded, stoops like this would prevent the homes from getting jammed with water. Even though flooding wasn't a major issue in New York, when the Dutch moved here, they kept building homes with stoops out of habit. Hence why stoops are so common in New York City today. So stoop is actually derived from the Dutch word for stair. So most of these stoops aren't actually from the Dutch period, but there was one other major reason why they kept building homes with these big ass stoops. That's because before cars, New York City streets were filled with horses. And all those horses produced a lot of poo, which ended up all over the streets. These stoops allowed New Yorkers to be far away from the dirty streets below. Even though stoops were initially designed to keep up floodwaters in Holland, they served a different practical purpose in New York City. So on these historic stoops, you're also going to find what are known as boot scrapers. So during the 17 and 1800s, when New York City streets were filled with horse poop, people used to use said boot scrapers to clean their shoes prior to going inside their homes. They would arrive back at the brownstone and then use the boot scraper. Follow Johnny Murtaugh to hear more cool facts about New York City.